Hey everyone, Mark the Movie Man here. Welcome to the final cut. And I figured before I talk about its sequel, I should probably watch the original. Yes, I am talking about Terrifier. I know I haven't watched it till recently. I let the hype die down and I was going to get to it, and I finally did. And Terrifier, brought to us by Damien Leon, gives us the story of a couple of ladies out on a night on the town during Halloween, and they have a little bit too much to drink, so they decide to go eat at a cafe. Well, they end up crossing paths with a guy dressed up as a creepy frickin' clown, a very creepy clown. But, while they're creeped out, they don't mind too much of it until they find that their car has mysteriously broken down. And the path eventually leads them being trapped into this rundown apartment building. And look who's there, the clown. And it turns out he's a psychopathic killer that terrifies them before he kills them in mean and nasty ways, or kills his victims anyway. And we see how he chases these two individuals, and they try to survive and get out of this apartment with their necks intact, while the Terrifier leaves a bloody trail of bodies behind him. This film was a solid slasher film. I was entertained. Now, I wasn't blown away like many people, and maybe that's because I've watched a lot of extreme horror, but I will say there are a lot of effective things going on, and a lot of great things going on here as well. First off, the performances of the ladies in here, all the female performers in here, I think do really well. We've got Jenna Kennel as Tara Hayes. I really enjoyed her character quite a bit. Catherine Corcoran plays Dawn. Really fun character. It felt like the friendship was there. There's good chemistry between them, for sure. And it's a small cast, but everybody puts in really solid performances in here, believable ones. And you need that to help sell your villain, who is Art the Clown, played by David Howard Thornton. And he does a fantastic job as being this silent mime type clown killer. I enjoyed his expressions in that. You get his emotions through his facial expressions and such, and I thought he handled that very well. Kind of like a silent Freddy. If you kind of mashed up, Jason and Freddy together, you kind of get a bit of Art the Clown in here. He gets creative with his kills, as you would expect a clown killer to do, and the kills are gory. So I really enjoyed all those aspects, and especially the physical special effects that they use in here. You can tell that the director has a background in practical effects and special effects, because they're shot very well. They look great on camera and are effective, very much so. So yeah, there's a lot of great moments in here, a lot of things that took me back to some retro slasher films. It's very straightforward story, maybe a little too straightforward to me. I would have liked a little bit more for me, but the film isn't that long of a film, so it didn't weigh on me too much, but I would have liked a little bit more. And there were a couple of choices in here that they made. One decision that they made with Art the Clown, which I know was meant to be surprising in a slasher film, but at the same time I was like, that kind of took me just a bit away from the character, who I was enjoying quite a bit. And then one other decision they made with one of the main characters who we have followed through the film, what they did with her, I get what they did there and what they were going for. Don't get me wrong. Me personally, though, it just didn't hit quite right for me, and it kind of made me angry, which, again, it was supposed to do, but also changed my enjoyment of the film a little. But overall, it's a solid slasher film. Terrifier, I think, is worth your time. The first one, again, not that long, and especially if you're looking for some really great gore effects in a gory horror film, while the gore isn't wall-to-wall, the kills, when they do happen, are plenty gory for you to get your fill of blood and fake guts. So thank you so much for watching. Please check out our Patreon if you haven't already. If you haven't heard, we're on Anchor FM now and on all the major podcast feeds. I thank you for your support. Until next time, remember, keep that ticket stub.